Despite many people's complaints about Generation 6, I find it to be one of my favourite generations. Even if back then, all I need to do was mash the A button and overlevel my Greninja. And now that I finally have my hands on Pokemon Legends ZA, I'm able to complete my dreams of having my full Pokemon team the exact way I want it to. My perfect team. And this is what I ended up with. Like what? It doesn't even have a 6th party member. But that's all about to change. Not only am I making a brand new team, but I'm making them more shiny. Now before we start the hunt, I actually already have a member of the shiny team. While doing the quest to unlock Xerneas for the Pokedex, I found a shiny who I've particularly wanted ever since first seeing it in the shaking bushes of Route 6. This is my shiny Scolipede, who I've named Centesteed, one of my favourite bug-type Pokemon ever since first seeing it, which I just needed to find after finding out that it was in this game, especially after seeing its awesome Mega Evolution, which I've absolutely loved. Now that you've seen the first official member of my perfect shiny team, it's time to move on with our first hunt of the video, Shiny Aegislash. By going into Lysander's lab, we can use the first teleporter that we see to spawn Honedge and Doublade, then go back through to reset the spawns. This will allow us to really quickly get spawns and then get Shiny Aegislash. However, we can also run into Houndoom and Noivern, which are the possible phases for this hunt. So without wasting any more time, let's get a shiny sword. Holy crap. Is this a... I've saved. No, single shiny. Shiny Doublade? Let's go. It looks sick. Let's go. That's so sick, man. Oh my god. That didn't take too long. That didn't take too long at all. This is Night's Edge, definitely one of my most sought after shinies, being a consistent member of all my Gen 6 teams, and having one of my personal favourite colour schemes in the entire game. Now it's time to move on to the second hunt and the third party member of my perfect all shiny team. Without a doubt, my favourite Pokemon throughout the entirety of Generation 5, Electros. But to get an Electros, we need to first catch a Tynamo, which can be found in the back of Wild Zone 10. By teleporting to the Rust Syndicate and then going down the alley in Blue Sector 4, we can immediately go through the back entrance to Wild Zone 10 to find Tynamo. Then to hunt for shiny Tynamo, all we have to do is exit through the Wild Zone and then run up and down the alley to constantly reset the encounters. Oh crap, I need to save my game. Shiny Alpha Tynamo. No shot, man. Okay. That's right. Not only did I get a shiny Tynamo, I got an alpha shiny Tynamo. This has definitely become my favourite shiny that I've ever gotten. This is Bioshock, my alpha shiny Electros. I first fell in love with Electros because of its interesting combination between its ability and its type, making it the only Pokemon now that has no weaknesses. Of course now it no longer has that ability, so it's weak to ground, but I'm still going to use it. Now that we've caught the first 3 Pokemon of our team, it's time to mix up a bit, because we're hunting the last 3 Pokemon all at once. Because in Area 20, we can find Aggron, Blastoise, and Gardevoir, who are all the last members I want for my perfect team. In Area 20, by running around the outside of the Wild Zone, we're able to reset the encounters because of how big Area 20 actually is. This means we can reset all the encounters in the Wild Zone, including the ones that we're after. However, this also means that we are much more likely to phase on this hunt just because of how many Pokemon are actually in Wild Zone 20. Shiny Aggron? Holy crap. I thought this was going to take longer, or at least I would have phased a few more times, but let's go. Yes! Shiny Squirtle? Oh my god, bro. Let's... Oh my god, bro. That's so sick. This is Donatello. I was originally going to hunt for Greninja, however, on my latest playthrough of Pokemon X, I got a shiny Greninja on my very first encounter and used him through my playthrough, before transferring him to Scarlet. So instead, I chose Blastoise, the only other Pokemon I used on my very first Pokemon team, so it has a lot of sentimental value to me. Now there's only one Pokemon left, Gardevoir, but I am not going through Area 20 again, that took so long. So instead, if you go to the little area behind Quasartico Inc., there are 2 Rolts that are guaranteed to spawn there every reset, and there's a bench just above there, so we can soft reset using the bench method to eventually get a shiny Rolt, which we can evolve into Gardevoir. This is Fubuki. Usually I always default to using Gardevoir whenever I play Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, so it's only natural that I eventually get a shiny of them. And they look really cool. I love how the dress turns from white to black. And with that, this is the whole team. I'm really proud of how it all looks, and this is the first time I've had a full team of shinies, which is just like so cool. My favourite has to be Bioshock, because getting a shiny alpha like that is just such an incredibly rare thing. I didn't expect it at all. These are the other shinies that we caught along the way. Some are pretty cool, like the Alpha Chikorita, but I probably could have done with not having 2 Roserades, but you know, beggars can't be choosers. And with that, thank you for watching. This is something that I'm really proud that I actually managed to accomplish.